Laptops and digital devices are a necessity for Australian school students, but for children living in poverty, they're a luxury they have to go without. On Anti-Poverty Week, education charity, the Smith family, is pushing to close that digital divide, teaming up with IT social enterprise WorkVentures, and CEO Caroline McDaid joins us now. Caroline, great to have you with us. Now, Smith family's Learning for Life program helps students who don't have access to a device. Where do you come in?
Well, thanks for having me. Yes, so WorkVentures, as you mentioned, is a social enterprise and a not-for-profit as well. So we are like a bridge between corporates and not-for-profits, and we actually collect end-of-life technology from corporates. We refurbish it and then we repurpose it through partners like the Smith family for the programs like Learning for Life.
So how many students have received a refurbished laptop?
I think in the last year it's about 6,000 through the Smith family program, but they are aiming to have all of the students within that Learning for Life program with access to a laptop, internet and the digital coaching and skills to use them. I think there are currently about 30% of the students in that program who don't have access to a laptop, internet.
What difference does it make to that child's life to have a laptop?
Oh, look, it's huge. You know, WorkVentures did a piece, a research piece earlier this year, and that found that students that don't have access to a laptop, over 8 in 10 of them report not being able to keep up with homework. And then after we provided that laptop and the skills to use it, 84% of those students reported that they saw a direct improvement in their grades. So really, huge uplift from that.
So that's taking care of the device. What about internet? Are they guaranteed to have internet access at home?
So the Smith Family Learning for Life program provides all 3 of those elements. So generally digital access is access to a device, connectivity, the skills and safety to use them. So the Learning for Life program covers all of those. And there's several programs that are really helping with that. So for example, the Optus Donate Your Data program and also the NBN School Student Broadband Initiative provides free internet access to school students.
Oh, wow, OK. Now, we all know what the impact of falling behind in literacy and numeracy, what impact that can have later on in life as an adult. But what about falling behind in digital literacy?
Yeah, look, there's probably a couple of effects. I think falling behind in digital literacy has a compounding effect on numeracy and literacy skills. And then also, as I mentioned, there's that falling behind with homework and not being able to keep up with, the usual things you need to in high school. And then there's the more broader, impacts of not having digital literacy skills coming out of school. So 9 out of 10 jobs now need digital literacy skills, and not having them just really means that students are falling behind. There was some recent study stats that came out of the New South Wales government, which identified that one of the big attributes which dictates whether a student will complete high school is positive learning behaviours, and in particular positive homework behaviours, so that we know that if a student has a positive homework behaviour, the uplift and the likelihood of them completing school is uplifted by about 5%. So not being able to complete homework, has a direct impact on being able to complete school. So
this has an impact on them as children completing school, but also later in life, because they may miss out on opportunities, because
Absolutely.
Every job you need to have digital literacy.
That's right.
Caroline, this has been a charitable pursuit. Is there a role in government here?
Absolutely. Look, I think there's a couple of things that governments can help with. So as I mentioned, WorkVentures collects refurbished devices. So the way it works is most companies and governments will refresh their technology every 3 years, and there's still a very useful life beyond that for digitally excluded people. So we would love to see more state and federal governments donating technology for social reuse. And also I think there's a piece around a national digital inclusion strategy. So some states are doing it individually. I believe New South Wales state will be coming out with a digital inclusion strategy in the next month or so. We'd love to see, a national approach to digital inclusion and digital poverty.
All right, from WorkVentures CEO Caroline McDaid, thanks for joining us in the studio.
Thank you.